welcome back to my channel. This week I was supposed to be doing an Easter baskets video, that's what I had planned, but we are currently on day 5 of isolation here in Leicestershire after Stu had a really high temperature last week and flu-like symptoms, and so we're stuck home for at least 14 days. I thought I'd come on and share with you instead some ideas for keeping kids entertained. Now, if you go online, there's absolutely so many ideas for keeping kids entertained over this time. Over the coming weeks and months, it may be that you end up having to have kids at home, maybe doing work from home or having to do homeschooling to some extent. Right now, I'm not really thinking about homeschooling in any kind of structured way, but for my own sanity and for the sanity of my family, I need to have some structure to my day, and so I've come up with a way that I can bring a few little educational activities into our day and also keep some order to my day, because the first couple of days were the weekend where we would normally just have a really relaxed, chilled time anyway, and that was fine, but I knew that I wouldn't be able to maintain that for 14 days, and knew we'd all just wind each other up, get grumpy, get bored, and so I kind of came up with a bit of a plan. Now, like I said, online you will find hundreds and hundreds of ideas of things to do to keep kids entertained at home, but what I know a lot of you probably are feeling, and what I was probably feeling, was it's all very good having a massive long list of hundreds of activities, but if you just have hundreds of activities, it never really works like that, does it? You can't just be like, oh, okay, let's go paint now. Okay, let's go dig in the garden, plant some plants. You have to kind of plan a little bit to kind of have the stuff that you've got, to plan for what things you've got, and to kind of get into the mood of the kids. And so my biggest tip would be to create a simple block schedule that gives the ownership of what you're doing that day to your children as much as possible. And so I've come up with this. At the moment it's just on a piece of A4 card and with a load of cut up strips of paper that I have just literally blue tacked onto a piece of card. And so what I did is I just created a little section which has like stars for blank spaces that need to be filled in the day, and I've chosen to do 5. So give the girls 5 activities to achieve during the day at set points. And so I've broken it up with the meals. So we're going to do breakfast and morning jobs, and one of the things I'm really keen to do is to try and make sure that we don't just slide into staying in pyjamas every day. So I'm going to make sure that after we've had breakfast, which probably will be later than normal, that we will then come upstairs, brush our teeth, wash our face, get dressed for the day, and actually get ready for the day, so that we're feeling productive and we actually can do some stuff, because there's nothing worse than just going into that slump of feeling like you're in your PJs and you're just going to do nothing all day. So normally for these kind of videos I probably would have curled my hair or made myself look a little bit more presentable, but like I said, we're day 5 of isolation and stuff like that's just kind of gone out the window, so I'm happy that I'm just dressed today, to be honest. So we're going to do a breakfast and morning jobs, and then there'll be 2 spaces before lunch, 2 spaces afternoon, there'll be a time for a snack, another space, and before dinner. So there's 5 activities. And what I very roughly did was I had a couple of different colours, and I just, from using loads of different resources online, wrote loads of different things down that I was prepared to do with the girls, or had kind of stuff in the house to do with the girls, that came into kind of 3 categories. So I wanted things that were maybe vaguely educational, things that were maybe crafty or baking, kind of creative activities, and then maybe some more physical activities or treats as well. So things that were more like screen time as well. So one of the things I realised straight away was that things like reading and asking them to read, I decided I wanted them still to carry on reading their school reading book. And I don't know how long this is going to be able to last, because obviously I don't have more school reading books. I have other books that maybe we'll be able to use, but I want them to try and do a little bit of reading every day, just 5 or 10 minutes every day. And so I kind of have insisted, that's why it's been starred, that that's going to go onto the timetable somewhere. And then I'm letting them basically choose. And as long as there's a selection of colours, I don't really mind what they pick. And some days, like yesterday, was a really heavy day because we ended up doing like a craft and then baking, but then they wanted a film, so it worked out very busy morning. But then I could chill because they wanted a film and so I could just relax and do what I wanted for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So so what So here are just like my strips that I've made up. I picked, so my yellow is my educational type ones. I've put things like make a book. They've done make an animal poster. They've done that already. Watch a nature video. We have a educational app that we have been using for the last 2 years now called Reading Eggs, and it has two parts to it. It has the Reading Eggs and then it has something called Maths Seed. Both parts are absolutely amazing. It's quite an expensive app. I can't, to be honest, I've been gifted it through my Instagram work with them. They've not asked me to promote this in any way and I haven't even mentioned it to them, but that is an app that we've loved for the last 2 years, and I would now pay for it now, knowing that I have been using it, because it sets the work at that child's level. It basically assesses the child and then moves them on like through their reading and their maths. I just think it's a really brilliant app. So I highly recommend it. It's called Reading Eggs as an app, and that's something that they can choose to do as an activity as well. So I've got one that says Reading Eggs and one that says Maths Seed. So I'm trying to get them to rotate between the activities on there, and they take about 20 minutes to go through a lesson of that, and it's really interactive and really engaging for them, so they love it. I put listen to the Tony box. We've got one of those reading boxes. They love that as well. Listen to a chapter, so I would read a chapter of a book to them. I've got things like play a board game, go for a walk and a scoot, so actually get some fresh air. I really am going to try and get them out every single day, at least into the garden, just have a little run around and blow the cobwebs away. So get them out to the garden. I've put play in the garden, that's another one, play in the garden. I've got, make Mother's Day cards, because I don't know if Stu's going to be able to pick me up a Mother's Day card now. Play-Doh, make biscuits, build a tower, do a spring craft, and a Lego challenge. I found something on Facebook yesterday as I was scrolling through that was a 30-day Lego challenge where there was a Lego challenge for every day, so I thought that was quite a nice one to put in, because every time they pick that, they could just pick a new Lego challenge. So that would be really good. So that's kind of how I'm planning to structure it. We've been doing it now for 3 days, and I'd say it's been really successful. If we are going to be in isolation for an extended period of time past this 14 days, I think I probably will have to up my homeschooling game and probably have to structure a little bit more learning time in, but I'm going to take it one day at a time. I'm more than happy that what I'm doing at the moment, with just a little bit of learning in the day and having some kind of structure, is enough for now. If you've got any questions about how you could structure your day, or any more questions about how I'm using like a really simple block schedule, please don't hesitate to just ask a question down in the comments below. But for now, it's working really well, and it's just a way to actually put all of those brilliant ideas that are out on the internet, put them actually into practice and into a way that's actually workable, and then just kind of like trying to pluck random ideas off of a list. So this is how we're doing. I hope this video has been helpful for you, and I hope you're all keeping well. Thank you for all the kind words and offers of help that we've had coming in to keep us motivated to keep going and keeping us fed. So thank you very much to everybody. I'll catch you next time for a video like this coming your way soon. Bye.